Hi, I'm Ken Statlander, HVAC instructor here at Lincoln Tech in East Windsor. Standing next to the energy efficient house. We have solar, we have a air conditioning unit, we have a high efficiency furnace, and in this building we do energy auditing. We also do blower door for seeing if leaks in ductwork and in the house, using thermal imaging guns and so forth. We also have here a big walk-in cooler. This is about 3 to 4 years old. This has the micro-channel brand new condensing type unit. We do multiple labs on these units, and now we're going to leave here. We're going to get into the main crux of our refrigeration lab. So follow me. This is our commercial refrigeration lab. We have a lot of mid-temp coolers, which all these are here. Behind over here we have a walk-in freezer. Over here we have a reach-in freezer, all 404A refrigerant that we're using. In the system we have multiple systems here as we go along. We are also going to stop here and show you some other things in our air conditioning. This is a water furnace that we do geothermal heating and cooling on. We do multiple labs. We do closed loop system, and we do an open loop system. We also have built-in coolers. These came and heaters that came off of MCOR's cell tower equipment rooms. That's where they came from. They do labs on those as well. So we have more coolers here, as you can see. We have a beverage cooler here that works real well, and we have a deli case cooler, as well as a single door cooler, a true cooler here, as we are. So now that we're over here, we do commercial AC. We have 5 rooftop units. This one's in the process of getting wired from electrical. They got to run 480. We have 480. The rest of these are all 220. This is a 410A 5-ton unit. We have a 4-ton 22 unit. We also have in this unit here is NU22. And in this unit we have an R22 heat pump system. So we're going to go walk over here to our commercial ice machine labs. We have different styles. Under the counter types, we have Hitachi and we have Scotsman. This Scotsman's only a couple years old. We have Isomatics. We have a couple of those that we have. So we're going to start coming over here. I want to show you our trainers that we do have for each department. This is an airflow trainer with a manometer on it. We can do steam heat. We can do electric heat next to it. With this refrigeration system going, we got different plates to show static pressure, and we can pattern the air to show them what the differences are. We have over here, we have a geothermal closed loop, open loop system that we draw water into with radiant heat and radiant cooling. And then we have a light commercial refrigeration, a 2-ton system here, showing you the aspects of all this here. And then we have over here, we have a heat pump, as well as over there we have a heat pump air condition that does heat pump, trainer, and so forth, and everything on it that different types of meter devices on it, such as a TXV, cap tube, and a hand valve. And then this is my favorite right here is the industrial trainer. This is an industrial trainer with a coolant tower. We have two different types of water-cooled condensers. We have a tube and tube, and we have a shell and tube. Plus we have an air-cooled one as well. We have a small chiller that we can use that as a flow rate. We have hot gas and electric heat defrost on this. We have these superheat valves involved in this. And this is one of my favorite. This is probably works the best. And there's multiple experiments on this, as well as every trainer has a fault that you can just flip a switch and put a fault in, so they have to troubleshoot. Right here is our different styles of air handlers that we have. We have 4 of them that are the same, but we have one here. This one here is a heat pump, and we're doing a horizontal, like in the attic. We're also this one here, and all these motors besides these two are PSC motors, multi-speed. These are ECM as we go along. I want to walk over here to show you that we're doing our domestic lab. So we do work on fridges. That's one of the things we start off with. We have to do a we have to recover the refrigerant. We have to change the oil in the compressor. We have to braze it back in, and then we have to do a standing pressure test, and then we do a evacuation till goes below 500 microns, and then we recharge. We also do that with these air conditioners here. We got window units as well. Then we also do sheet metal. We build our own sheet metal projects. We have here a seamer here. We have one that makes drives here. And we have a brake. And then we have a shearer here that we all use, that we have to do projects to build. We also use takeoffs and everything that goes along with it. We even do flexible duct work with it as well. So this is the crux of our lab. We're going to go outside and I'll show you the condensing units, which are outside. And this basically gives us the portion, because this conditioned space in here is a lot cooler than it is out here. So this gets rid of the heat and the hotter temperature. And so in the lab, which they have hotter temperatures, so forth. We have pretty brand new units here. We have 4 of the same to go with those air handlers. And this one over here is a heat pump. This one works real well. It does heating and cooling. And then this other one's just a standard type. So we're going to start now heading to our heating labs. I'm going to show you the heating labs. It's a little bit of a walk. Won't take long. How do they are? So the first thing they do is they learn how to thread pipe. The gas lab, when they're in the gas lab. This is an automatic threader. This is up to 2 inch. So they learn how to cut, they learn how to ream, to learn how to thread. They do a couple projects on here that they get graded on. Then we have a manual set that they do on this vise outside of this room, and they do two projects of manually threading, cutting the pipe, so they can do both sorts. So both of our rooms are pretty the same. We have furnaces on one side, and in the gas lab we have standard efficiency, or I'm going to say mid-efficiency ones. We have one that is a Modine hang in the garage style, and then we have, of course, another one of the standard efficiency. Now we have, these are two 94% high efficiency units that are vented out the way they should be with PVC, 2-inch PVC. Then we have a standard gas-fired steam boiler done with a Hartford loop and everything. You can see the Hartford loop here, an automatic feeder. The motor has a damper on it, and we have a radiator to use as for heat, as our heat sink for the heat, which you would have in the steam system. Then we have a high efficiency hydronic boiler here, which is a 94%. We also take the heat out of here and we dump it into this heat sink, which has a water coil in it for heating. And once it gets up to a certain temp, the blower kicks on and it blows heat in here as well. We also have, and we still have, a standing pilot gas-fired water heater, because they do a lab on standard pilot. This is the only one we have, and it gets them used to knowing what the thermal coupling and so forth. Then we have here a regular mid-efficiency vent hydronic. Same with this, but we're also putting in the indirect hot water heater. We do both zone circulation and we do zone valves. We do both in here. So this is zone circulation, and we do zone valves over there. Now, these are just regular standard efficiency boilers, or mid-temp, but they're very good. And we do track pipe certification here as well. So we're going to go into the oil room now. And it's basically set up the same way. We have furnaces on one side. In fact, we have a furnace here with a humidifier, which works real well, gives them an idea. They work on that in labs. We have burners that they basically, their first project is they got to take a burner apart and put it back together. And then they do many labs on both oil and gas. They do multiple labs on everything. We also have these are a higher efficiency oil fired. These are about 87 with the new Genesis control line. And so then we have a older style ream, which is this heat exchange is still made today. And then we have a boiler that's in the process of being put in as well. And then we're going to come over here. We have a mega steam unit with the newer Beckett. This is one of the more popular, with a low water cutoff and a pressure control. And this is done with Stevie, where we dump it into a radiator up there as well. So we have the capacity of having things that they'll find in the field, which is Lyle McLean Gold with the the hydro stat that has 190 functions on it. so they get to know, and we got most of them here. And over here we have 3 pass boilers where we're yellow burners. And these are a 3-pass Biasi boiler. And it gives them an idea of working on them with the yellow burner. We have 2 of them. We have one here, one here. One's direct vent and one is not. And then we have a Advantage mid-temp efficiency with the hydrostat on there as well. So they get between all the labs in refrigeration, air conditioning, and heating, gas and oil. They get a good concept when they leave here. I hope this gives you an idea of showing you what we do in the labs. And I appreciate your time.